Hi, I am Gabriel Dirksen, and this is my Module 11 case study for AEP 858. Summarizing the case, the article started out talking about how parents are required by law to educate their child, so they have a legal obligation to make sure that is happening. There's a new principal looking into increasing the attendance rate at his school, at Golden Oaks High School. And there is a 85% of the school misses 10 or more days this year. So 85% of the students in that school have missed, and it's only a semester into it. So there evidently is an attendance issue going on at the school. Teachers are letting the attendance policy slide. There are different teachers that have been there for a long time that are just letting things slide by and not following the school's attendance policy. The counselor is doing a negligible job at making sure that these attendance policies are being followed and holding it up to high standards that the students should be held to. The administration is doing little to intervene with attendance issues. All these teachers are just signing off on these parent notes that are making their children be gone for weeks at times, or 4 days during the week, or football players who has therapy twice a week and then some Fridays he's off. It's happening at a Golden Oak High School. It's a larger school, around 900 kids. They have many extracurricular activities for students to be involved in. They have a low teacher turnover rate, so many teachers have been there for a long time. And they have the lowest attendance rate among all the high schools in the district. And students are missing school for various reasons. It's not all the same. Parents are taking their kids out for trips. Some student got hurt in football and different things like that. So, but it just needs to be addressed, and how this new principal on his first year, Mr. Rhodes, is going to handle these issues. Legal and ethical issues. Legal issues, students are required by law to attend school. So that is something that needs to be addressed. There's probably many of those cases. He picked out 5 students that could probably be reported for truancy. The students' absences violate school policy, so these teachers are letting these students over and over violate the school policies that they have signed in contract to uphold. The schools have to collect and record absences and truancy for school report. The teachers are doing a poor job of recording their absences. A lot of teachers are just making note that everybody's present and not doing what is legally right to record the student as gone if they are not in the class for the day. Ethical issues. School staff are not ethically reporting the school's student attendance. I think that is something that this principal needs to address first. Make sure your teaching staff is on board and everybody knows they're going to hold themselves to a higher standard and do things the right way. That is something that the school needs to address. The school staff is allowing students to take excused absences and violate school handbook policies. Okay, so that has to be addressed too. Teachers can't be breaking the school policy. Something has to be done, and put their foot down and let these teachers or students know that they can't be making these absences up and having so many at the beginning of the school year. And then school culture allows them to seem normal. That is something that the principal needs to address and show the students the importance of attendance at school every day is important. I think a lot of assemblies and other stuff need to be held to make sure that he breaks the norm of the school culture, because that is something that can be a poison in the school, and other students see it's okay, and they start acting in a way that doesn't show the importance of attendance every day at school. Okay, so and that's it with the legal and ethical issues. Synthesize. Administration at Golden Oaks High School has to effectively advocate for the importance of school attendance and the effect it has on student success. I think that, and this is something that we need to address most importantly, that every day, every student, all the way in matters. That the attendance is important and the students need to know that. The facts. People in the case are Mr. Rhodes, the new principal, Dr. Newman, the superintendent, teachers, general ed teachers, some teachers that are doing the right thing, which they don't mention too much about, and some teachers that are tenured and are letting little things slide by. The parents that are letting their children miss for excused absences for reasons that aren't very important. Students, the 965 students that are in the district, the athletic director who thinks it's okay for some of his football players to miss, the doctor that keeps signing off for little simple reasons, and then a counselor who is negligent in what they are doing. Places. This is the Golden Oaks High School. Home visits with the truant officer is another thing that's in the places. The diverse population this school has. Many minority families have moved in to work at different plants and whatnot that the community has to offer. And this is a large school. I mean, in Kansas would be a 4A, 5A school. And so to reach all these students is going to be tough, but we need to make a valiant effort to show the students and faculty and all the stakeholders involved the importance of attendance. Program. This is a 9th and 12th grade high school. There's 965 students in it. It's 11 sporting events, 31 curricular activities. Parents commute a long ways to and from in this community, about an hour to 2 hours to where they work. There's a low teacher turnover. And the superintendent brought up 5 cases to the principal. Mr. Newman brought up to Mr. Rhodes 5 students with severe attendance issues. They missed 10 or 14 days already in a semester of one school. So 18 weeks about of school, and they've already missed 10. So that is something that needs to be addressed quickly. Review and prioritize the information. Mr. Rhodes needs to inform stakeholders and reform policies. I think he needs to inform the stakeholders of the importance of attendance and show them that school does matter and it can take out into the job and the workforce also. Attendance does matter out there. And then he needs to reform policies. I mean, I think he needs to look at his attendance policies, and if he wants to keep them and hold them, that is fine. But he just needs to get all his staff on board and make sure that they agree with the attendance priorities that the school does have. As a first-year principal, Mr. Rhodes needs to get all staff on board with the importance of attendance and being at school. What is being done to enforce attendance policy issues? Why has this problem came about? What is going on that is causing this is something that I've kind of been concerned about. Do the teachers not want to do their job? Because like me being a teacher, it's stressful when students do miss because then they're behind and they're not going to be able to complete the project on time, or they're not going to be able to study for the test like the other classmates got. So missing school, I mean, is important, and it will have a lasting effect on the student's grade, and it obviously does on some of the students in the 5 cases already. Parents are supporting students missing school. How do we change this culture? That is something that needs to be addressed. And I mean, in the day and age that we're in with COVID, an assembly might not be possible. But looking into like a video interview and posting that on school media, maybe that's something we could do. Or in the future years to come, bringing parents in and talking to them and showing them the importance that attendance does has, because I mean, when the students go get a job in the real world, they're not going to want bosses aren't going to want somebody that shows up 1 or 2 days a week and misses the rest of the 5 or 6 days that they're supposed to work. Plan 1 is to take no action. Keep the same attendance policies. Do nothing. Do not address any of the issues with staff or students. So that would be plan 1. Plan 2 would be to make the policy changes himself. So Mr. Rhodes would go about making policy changes. He would inform the parents and staff of the changed policy. He would be harsh on the punishment, turn students in, let the law take care of it. when their parents are, the students are turned into truancy. So that would be kind of Mr. Rhodes just taking hold and taking reins of what he would want his school to do, and being a firm leader and taking charge and making everybody abide by the guidelines he wants to set. Plan 3 would be provide staff with professional development, develop a plan together with the staff, create policies and attendance issues and how to address them all together as a staff, inform stakeholders and all involved the importance of attendance, show them that this does reflect in the real world, as students become important members of society, that showing up and being on time to work is important. So that's something we need to ingrain them. And then real world applications of important of showing up. So I thought about like bringing in and interviewing different people around the community to put a short video together to show the importance of showing up. If you have, a college student who went D1 to football or D1 to any sport, maybe interview them and have them showing the importance of being on time and showing up to practices. Somebody from the community, have them showing up to work and show them the importance of that. And maybe that where all those parents are working at factories or in the industrial plants, talk to that boss and show them the importance that their parents are doing in the community of showing up to work on time, and how that reflects as a positive attribute for candidates moving forward. Evaluate the options. Option 1, taking no action, could be a option. Taking no action wouldn't be a wise choice. That would put Mr. Rhodes' job in jeopardy. That would defy orders from administration, from Dr. Newman, that he had requested that he take care of this attendance issue. So taking no action would, 1, hurt the school culture, and 2, hurt Mr. Rhodes' new job as being a first-year principal. Option 2 could cause animosity among the staff. It doesn't offer collaboration among staff. It might make some of the staff members mad at this new principal just coming in and changing everything and making it tough for the teachers that have been there a while. Stakeholders or students have no involvement in the policy decision. So when you change a policy or you change something new in the school, you need to make sure that the stakeholders, the parents, the teachers, and the students have a voice in it, and they feel like they're on board and they agree with the decision changes and moving forward. Option 3, effectively provide your staff with a plan that provides adequate education plan for success. So changing this and making it so the staff and the students approve. Inform and involve staff and students in the decision-making process. So making a small team with the staff to redefine the policies, working with the upper level administration, the counselors, the principals, and making sure that the attendance policy is straight across the board and that everybody's going to follow it and everybody's going to abide by these rules. And presentation from community members, like I mentioned earlier, on importance of attendance. So interviewing people outside of school and showing them that being on time and being to work every single day is important, and that will have an effect in the future if they decide not to show up or want to get out for lame excuses. Best option, in my opinion, would be option 3, provide staff with professional development, involve the community, and show students the importance of attendance and student success. So that should be directly related. You're being in school every day, you will have a better chance to succeed if you instead of just skipping out. Implementation. To implement this plan, it would take a couple steps. You would need to create a team to help develop the attendance policy, and whether that be a mix of teachers that want to be on the policy committee, and then I would actually invite some students in also that would be on the committee. Make sure staff daily takes attendance and understands the importance. So these teachers that are getting away with just saying that their class is there every single day needs to stop. Will there be backlash for students or staff? I imagine there will be some teachers that have been here for a long time that will be upset because it makes them get out of their comfort zone and do something new. But these teachers need to know that they're there for the student success and not just to make their life easy. So handling that, I think, should not be a problem, because we want students to be successful out in the real world, and missing work 10 days in the first 18 weeks of their work is not something that will help them be successful. Provide proper education to faculty and students on the importance of attendance. So